Well, hello, and welcome to Whispers of the Forest or From the Forest, right here on My Psychic Connection. I'm Squirrel, and I'm going to be your host for the next hour. I can't wait to get some readings done with y'all. But first, I got to explain to you how we do things here. Now, we do free and paid readings here, and for each, both the free and the paid, we do ask you to provide us with a specific question. Now, general readings, there's things like what's going to happen next week. Very broad, all kinds of things can happen, y'all. Or tell me about love. We ask that you ask a specific question. Give us a direction like, am I going to fall in love soon? Or am I going to meet the man of my dreams? Or is my relationship going to work out? Those kinds of questions. They give us a lot more to focus on because with 2 minutes for the free readings, there's just so much information coming in. Well, we may not get to the meat of the question because we haven't been given a direction. So help us out a little bit. General readings can take us in all those directions, or they can also talk about something that you don't want on a live. So we save those for the website. So if you do have a general question, go on to www.mypsychicconnection.com and we will be happy to answer you there. You have a whole bunch of psychics to choose from, and you'll have some privacy too. And if you sign up on the website, you get 3 free minutes to start your reading with. So that is pretty fantastic, right? So the other thing we ask is do not ask any legal or medical questions. But it's against the law for us it's against the law to have such problems speaking, right? No, it is against the law for us to answer legal or medical questions in many countries, and we broadcast all over the world. So we just want to keep that out of the equation. So also, if you would like a longer reading than the 2 free minutes, or if you'd like to jump ahead on the list, you can always donate using the link in the chat. We have the quick reading, the mini reading, the mediums, and the megas. So the difference, the mini reading, we can answer one question with a little bit of follow-up. The medium is for speaking to spirit or those past loved ones. And the mega, you can ask up to three questions, 3 separate questions. So none of those are timed, the medium, the mini, and the mega. And they take as long as they take. So go ahead and check out the donation chat. And remember, those of you who have been here this week, and those of you who don't know yet, $1 of every donation is going to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So we want to pass that forward and help out as much as we can. So don't forget. And Nicole. Hi, Nicole. I have missed you. She says you are so beautiful today. Red suits you. Thank you. I don't wear red very often. So you guys, starting now, I want to see those emojis fly in. We're going to have an emoji contest, and the winner gets a free reading with the Human Spirit Oracle. I love this oracle. Get a free reading, takes as long as it needs to take. And I'll tell you what the universe wants you to know. So get those emojis going. I love the squirrels. I want to see a whole slew of squirrels. And don't forget to acknowledge some of our other readers. We've got Cassidy loves the octopuses, or is it octopi? Whichever. Lots of octopus And we've got energy with the kangaroos. We've got destiny with the purple hearts, Kay with the green hearts and the butterflies, bunny with the bunnies, and journey with the trees and the lightning bolts. So be sure to be sending some love to all of us here. And I want to see some squirrels. And don't forget, I absolutely love the joke. Shared laughter is a healer that cannot be beaten. So if you guys have any great jokes you want to share with me, start sending them. I'm going to start it off with one joke. And it's a silly joke, but I really like it. What do you call a fish with no eyes? A fish. Okay. Now, with that silly joke, we're going to go right on into our readings. Who do we have first? We got Haley. I got so confused there. We got Haley. How you doing, Haley? It's good to see you. Haley says, "Will I ever have a chance romantically with John? Is it really that hopeless? I secretly want him bad. He seems so hooked on to his ex right now because she is in our cohort for school. And thank you. All right, Haley, let's see what's going on. And the main question there is, will you ever have a chance at romance with John? Let me see. Oh, honey. I am seeing a sense of unfairness and truly, I mean, this secretly wanting him, this isn't just a, oh, I have a crush on this guy. You're very brokenhearted that you are not having this connection to him. And it really feels to you as if it is quite unfair that you're looking at this like, what does she have that I don't? And not in a way that's, like, what does she have that I don't? But in a genuine, what does she have that I don't have? And it's not that she has anything that you don't have, Haley, just John's attention. I'm seeing you as very nurturing, very loving, very generous, and just somebody that knows how to make other people feel good and calm. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. And the reason I'm saying that is you feel like there's something wrong with you. It's right now, it is not the right time. He is not seeing you because his ex is really into the head games. She knows how to twist him and turn him and make him want what he can't have. And he's, well, let's just put it right out there. He's young and stupid, Haley. It does look like you will be waiting and watching and wanting for quite a while. I'm not, I hope that helps, honey. Oh my gosh, those are always tough ones. I really want everybody here to get what they want, darn it. Um, a lot of times, and this is for everybody, we we fall in love with the ideal of something. We see it and we want to pursue it, and we build up this fantasy in our heads, whether it's for an item, a person, a career, and we forget to ground. So I think a lot of times when we're feeling like we aren't getting what we need to take time to see, is it really what we need? Or have we just built it up so strongly in our minds that we think we need it? And I hope that that little message there resonated with a great deal of people. And I've done it myself. I have done it myself. And yay, we have a joke. We've got Kay. Kay says, "Joke for Squirrel. My friend keeps saying, cheer up, man. It could be worse. You could be stuck underground in a hole full of water." I know he means well. Oh, oh, that was brilliant. Wait. That was like, when you taste something and that slow heat comes in afterward. That one was the slow heat. That was epic. All right. We started off with a great joke. I want to see more, you guys. And we'll go ahead and take our next question. We got love. Hi, love. Love says, hi, Squirrely. Love it when you call me Squirrely. I may have to change my name. Why do I attract envy from others? What can I do to not allow it to affect me? That is a fantastic question. Why do you attract envy and what can you do to keep it healthy or to not let it affect you? Wow. One thing that I'm seeing here, the main thing that attracts envy is you do not appear to have a care in the world. People have seen you go through hell and high water, and yet you hold on fast, you hold your ground, and you do not let the broken heart shine through. So it's almost as if you're this bright, shining light, and other people are saying, I want to douse that. It's not so much envy as sorry, my brain just spattered. It's not so much envy as, well, yeah, no, it's envy, but it's envy of what they think you have. And the best way to not let it affect you is don't let anybody take that away from you. Just realize that even when you're unhappy and you're coming across as happy, remember that you are affecting a great many people around you in a positive way. It's a lot easier for some reason for people to show you the negative than it is the positive. So all those people that you're affecting positively, love, they're keeping it to themselves, or they're showing you through a smile, or they're showing you through relief, or talking. Keep giving it out. Keep giving it out, okay? Because people need to see that beauty. Okay, Belle, I'm keeping on going. It's very, very difficult to stop with the bell sometimes, but hey. Now, y'all, with what Love was just talking about, and this, and she says, thank you, Squirrely. You're welcome, honey. I think that a lot of us hold a special kind of magic, and we don't consider it magic. We don't see it as magic. Um, it's that shine, that brightness that shows through. And so much of the world has been conditioned or beaten down to believe that magic doesn't exist, that when we shine, when we show that glow, when we show that happiness, that joy, the world around us becomes afraid or becomes angry because they let the world take that away from them. So they want to take it away from us and all of us. And I know most of the people who come in for readings, most of the people who come to our shows, a great many of you have that spark, have true magic, and you're trying to hold on to it. But don't let anybody take that away from you because those people, they're the broken ones and they can get that back. Let us shine and let's show the world that there is true, true magic. All right. So let's go on to our next question. Who do we have next? We have Nicole. Hi again. Hi, I love you. Nicole says, I also have a question for you, my lovely. And she's got a squirrel emoji. If, when, and how will O's family and external circumstances change so that we can finally show our love to the outside world? Well, O's family and external okay, if, when, and how. Let me get a different deck. If you'll pause for just a second on that timer. I want to see when's. Let me see. If, when, and how. O's family situation. All right. Gemini. Okay, I'm doing math in my head, so I got to count all my fingers. Okay. January, February, April. Okay. Early June to, wait, early May to late June. I skipped May. I have a hard time with math and time. Early June to late May, there could be a change. It could definitely be a change because this is you and O making your own family, not necessarily. I don't do medical, so I don't do children, but coming together as a family unit. I'm seeing that, but it's not until May or June. But, and this is going to be hard for you. In order for that to happen, you really have to put your foot down and you have to say, this has got to change. And I know you don't like to do that. It's he, his attachment to his current situation has got to end. It's like that current situation completely and utterly rules the situation that O has with you. And you can only live with that so long before you say, I've got to. Ooh, there's that bell. I am so, so sorry. One moment, please. I seem to be having a technical difficulty. I am not. One moment. I am so sorry. All right.
Hang on, guys. We've got a technical issue. It'll clear up here in just a moment. Don't forget, this next 2 months, we're going to be donating to St. Jude Children's Hospital. So $1 of every donation is going to be going to St. Jude Children's Hospital. Let's make sure that we can get as much as we possibly can to help those kids in need because the families deserve it. So, just taking a look at all the stuff we've gotten so far, I know we can do better than this. We are at six, so we're at $6, not 600, not $60, $6, guys. So come on, guys, help us by helping them. So go ahead and put in a donation. Get a reading with Skwirl tonight. Get something a little bit longer than a 2-minute reading. Go a little bit more in depth, and let's see what we can get going on here. So she is almost done with her little tech issue here, and we'll be getting her back on the screen in just a second. And we'll be taking some more readings, guys. Do remember at the 30-minute mark, we do have a lightning round where you guys can ask as many yes/no questions as possible. Also, I want you guys to know that if you guys are watching our YouTube content, make sure you guys are liking, commenting, talking to us about what you guys like, and make sure that we get that information back. So that way we know what you guys like and how we do it. All right, I think we're ready. All right, here we go.
All right. Sorry about that, you guys. More text. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take our next question. I do apologize for that. And we've got Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Nice to meet you. Lisa says, I have been told that I have special gifts, but I am not sure what they are. Please and thank you. Love, love, love this kind of question. Thank you for asking such a beautiful question, Lisa. So, what are your special gifts? The first and foremost special gift. She says, "Hi, nice to meet you. It's lovely, isn't it? Your most special or most not special. I'm not going to say that. Your strongest gift is you are an empath, and you're a very strong empath. You can feel other people's emotions so strongly that a lot of times you are unable to separate them from your own. It's like if you've been like overjoyed or really angry or super depressed over somebody or something that you don't even know why you're feeling that way. A lot of times that is other people's emotions bleeding through to you. So the first thing that you would need to do, Lisa, is find someone to help you learn to shield yourself from that so that you could know the difference between your own emotions and the people around you, even the animals around you. They're bleeding into you, and that can be a wonderful thing, but if you don't know what it is, it can be living hell, because it's like, oh my gosh, am I like mood swing from crazy world? It's not, you're not. You are an empath, and empathic abilities can bring you to be able to help other people in amazing ways. Now, one of your other gifts that I'm seeing is that you are like a money manifester. Yeah, money manifester. I I'm seeing. Okay, I'm not going to be mad at the bell. There's so much here. There is so much here. And I am so glad, you guys, that Lisa asked that question, because earlier when I was talking about magic, I was like, last night I was reading a book, and um before I read the book, Energy and I were doing the astrology breakdown, and I was saying about how magic is so individual to each different person. And one of the things that I read last night, and it was a novel, it wasn't a book about magic, but it said that magic is an art form, and that people can only teach you that art form so far, teach you the basics of magic. But in order for it to fully become magic, to really be magic, it's got to be your own individual spark that makes it real, that makes it come into the world. And I thought that was so cool. Like my son of Squirrel, he draws, he's an artist, he's an amazing artist, and he's taken lessons, and he's studied and studied and studied all the forms and how to make humans and how to make animals. But what makes him an incredible artist is that spark of creativity that comes from within him. I don't have that kind of spark. Everybody's creative spark is different. Everybody's magic spark is different. And that doesn't mean that our Capricorns and our realistic and our grounded people don't have that creativity. They have loads of it. And every single one of us has a special magic that nobody else can teach us. They can only guide us. And Haley says, thank you for answering my question earlier. Yeah, I do feel brokenhearted about it. And it's so tough and it's hard since I'm in the environment with him and her. So, yeah, it's tough. My heart to you, Haley. You deserve better. Yes, you do. You are a beautiful, beautiful soul. And Ann Iva says, I love your show. Very well organized with laughs and loads of fun. And thank you. I needed to hear that because I feel like I am the most unorganized person on the face of the universe sometimes. Thank you. I really needed that. That was brilliant. Thank you. All right, you guys. Do we have a joke or question? Oh, yeah. I was hoping we had a joke. I like the questions too. Don't get me wrong. Journey says, did you hear about the Aquarius who started a landscaping business? They really know how to go with the flow. Okay, wait a minute here. The well and the flow. I'm seeing a theme here with the jokes. I'm kind of digging it. All right. You guys keep sending the jokes to me. I love the jokes. I do truly believe that laughter is shared healing. And we all need some laughter, especially these days, right? All right, who do we have next? We got Emma Rose. Hi, Emma. Emma says, hi, Squirrel. I hope you're well. I'd like to know why I keep seeing UFOs when no one else is around. I have one encounter caught on tape. Ooh, I've had 5 sightings total. This has been going on for 3+ years. Okay, that is an epic question. Let's check it out. And I'll tell you something. I know I've only seen ever one in my entire life, and I didn't actually see it. Time just shifted. And luckily I was with another person at the time because one minute we were driving and one minute we were in one place and the next second we were in a totally different place. And the only thing we could think of was that had to be some kind of EMP type of thing. But why are you always alone? Huh. They don't want anybody else to see them. She says, my first sighting was literally right outside my bedroom window, LOL. This particular alien, for lack of a better word, it's for your eyes only. It's not meant to be shared. I do feel like they have something they want to offer you. And I know that sounds really strange and out there, but there's something they're trying to offer you. And it's in the form of information, actually, like some kind of information that is going to give you a head start or connect you to them so that you understand yourself, the world around you, and them better. It's that offering of communication. It is very, very key, and they do not want it being shared. Okay. So they're seeing in you a sense of openness, a sense of wonder, a sense of childlike wonder. And she says, yeah, oops, that's why it went away. There was a bell. Emma, I hope that helps. There's some really cool information there. If you guys ever want to get a little more information than the 2 minutes, or a lot more in this case, if you ever want to go deeper, because the free minute readings, they are 2 minutes. The free minute, they are 2 minutes. If you ever want to go a little bit deeper, that donation button is always floating around somewhere in the comments. And we would love, love, love to dive deeper. And don't forget, $1 of every donation does go to St. Jude Children's Hospital. So it's a beautiful, beautiful cause. All right. It's like tonight is rushing by. I'm like, see, Anne, I feel very miscombobulated tonight. So I need to do that. Organized. All right. Who do we have next? We have Jasmine. Well, hello, Jasmine. Jasmine said, what is my crush's thoughts and feelings about me? Does he like me? All right, Jasmine. Hmm. Jasmine, it almost feels like you're on the periphery, the outer edges, like not inside his circle or inside his radar. He is aware of you, but he doesn't. I. It really looks to me like he doesn't know you well enough to like you, if you get what I mean. It's like he's not the type of guy who has that lightning instinct of love at first sight type of thing. I got here the Ace of Wands in reverse, and it does have that lightning going. And Ace of Wands is often there's just no chemistry there. But chemistry is just that. It is chemistry. It only goes so far. I do feel like if he could get to know you, that there would be potential for him to like you or to take it further. But as long as you are not part of his circle, I don't think he's going to notice you in that way. And it does look to me like you may have to initiate some sort of context, some sort of conversation. Maybe if there's something that you know that you two share an interest in, just strike up a conversation. Easier said than done. I know. But it does look to me like you are seriously crushing on this young man or young woman. It doesn't really explain, but either way, that it's a very strong crush. It is not puppy love spell. Okay, honey, I hope that helps. And I really and truly hope that you can get in that inner circle. So you guys, earlier I was talking about how we have to find our own individual spark of creativity in our magic. And I was saying that even if you're not a creative soul, like if you don't draw, you don't write or anything, there are like gazillions of types of magic. There billions of people, billions of types of magic. But there will be one or two or five that you're drawn to. Take the time to learn them. Find a mentor you can trust that will be open to your ideas and that you will be open to their ideas, because like we've got ritual magic for people who need things, that's for our OCD ones that have to have things in a particular order. I'm kidding, ritual magicians are fantastic, but they do have like complete order. You've got chaos magicians that just do whatever the hell it is that makes their magic work. There's so many different kinds of magic. You've got shaman, you've got druids, you've got Wiccans, you've got Christians. There is a Christian magic, believe it or not. But when you find your mentor, if your mentor ever says you are doing your magic wrong, well, okay, not ever, because if you're doing your magic wrong, if your magic doesn't work, you're doing it wrong. But if your magic is working and someone says, you're doing it wrong, this is the only form of magic, walk away, because every single one of us is going to have a different type. We need to learn the basics. We need to learn the rules so we can break them like artists, right? Okay, who do we have next? All right, we have a donation. Thank you, Nicole, for donating for a mega reading. We really appreciate that. It helps all the way around, and we will be sending a portion of that to St. Jude Children's Hospital. Thank you. All right. Nicole asks, I would like to pick up where we left off and would also like more information, especially about his feelings and thoughts. He finds it difficult to talk about his feelings. All right, Nicole. So one of the first things, well, we will finish where we left off, where I was saying where you had to stand up. And I know that's hard for you, but then I'm going to bring in a different deck and we are going to look at things from his point of view and what he is feeling, okay? Because they don't always give us all the information, do they? And then I'm going to encourage you to communicate with him, okay? So, where we left off. Okay. So I do see you feeling trapped. And I do see you because we're still talking about you. And Nicole says, in case it's important and you've lost track of it, I'm an Aquarius ascendant Sagittarius and he's a double Leo. Double Leo. To get to the point, what are his feelings towards me? Should I continue to be patient or does it all make no sense anymore? So I'm continuing with what you needed to do to make it happen. And no, it doesn't make sense the way things stand. You are feeling absolutely trapped. And she says, you are very welcome. Thank you. Thank you. You're feeling very trapped, like this is going nowhere. It's not a situation like you feel like if you move either way, the direction, you're going to get cut. It feels like it's not moving at all. And you're really, really, really sick of the bullshit. I got the King of Swords in reverse and the lack of communication. I know you just said that he doesn't speak to you about it, but here it is right there, that King of Swords in reverse, saying that when you do even try to communicate, you are met with absolute silence or you are met with guilt tripping and being called a nag. Um, that is so uncool. It's like a form of manipulation in communication that is designed to shut you up and make you feel bad. And I know he's not a bad person. I know he's pretty wonderful, or you wouldn't be with him. But this lack of communication that you are going through is designed to make you settle for less. Okay. And that's where you're feeling that this is going nowhere. Your intuition is telling you you're not listening to your intuition. As things stand, she says he has opened up a lot since we met, and that makes me so happy. But he doesn't tell me everything, so I am missing some information. And we will get to him. These take as long as they take, honey. I've got the high priestess in reverse, and I'm really seeing that there are times that you're not listening to the information your intuition is telling you. You're missing information that you already know too. Okay. So I think maybe clues have been given and you've swept them under the rug that you don't want to face. And your intuition is screaming at you to open your eyes and look at the big picture. And you do need to put your foot down. You're tired of winging it. And it feels like it's always, I'll see you when I see you. She says, yes, I don't want to face them. You you really need to, Nicole. I know that's again easier said than done, and it's always hard. You love him. You love him, and you know him, and you have put up with a lot from him, and I imagine he's put up with a lot from you too, honey. And it's really, really hard when we love somebody to look at everything for what it truly is. And that doesn't mean look at all the ugly. I am not at all saying just look at the ugly. Look at everything. Weigh the pros and the cons. See if it's balancing out. See if you really truly are going nowhere, or see if there is forward progress, even if it's very slow. Weigh those pros and cons. Look at everything. But I do feel that you do need to open your mouth. You do need to say, hey, we. Okay, I'm just going to say it because this is what popped into my head. Shit or get off the pot. Okay? You need to say that to him. Maybe not in those words, but those might be the words he understands. Okay? You need to move forward. You need to know what's going on. You want something more grounded. You want something more reliable. And this is the Fool in reverse. And the Fool upright can be a wonderful thing unless it's perpetual. Sometimes we got to touch our feet back onto the ground, and you truly are needing something more grounded. Now, I know this has been pretty hard. She says, I'm not a patient person at all, and everything is so slowly. Yes, yeah, I know on his part, there's a lot of baggage, and on your part, not quite as much baggage. You don't carry your baggage around with you every day like he does. So it's gonna move slowly, but you're going to definitely have to say, hey, now, even as harsh as all of this looks, I do have the Nine of Cups here. And the Nine of Cups is traditionally the wish card. It is also a card for celebration. Now, this could mean absolutely, and Nicole says exactly, this could absolutely mean that you have cause to celebrate because he makes a decision and moves forward with you. But it could also mean that he made a decision not to move forward and you chose to remove yourself from the situation. I'm not really seeing advice on what you should do. This is a decision that you absolutely have to make. But I'm really asking you to weigh those pros and cons look at everything and have that conversation with him before you make any kind of decision, because this one is it's not just a should I stay or should I go. This is a big dream for you and it can't be taken lightly. All right. So we are going to look into how he's feeling, what he's thinking. And she says, okay, but do you also see that there is a decision to make? Absolutely, Nicole. There is a decision to make. She says, I feel there has to be some decision. You cannot continue like this. The weight of it, that feeling, that Eight of Swords is one of the most horrible cards to me to come up in a reading. A lot of people, okay, think that the Ten of Swords is the worst because that's the one with the guy with all the swords in his back and he's been betrayed or killed, but that is an ending card. Right now, you are in that waiting moment. And to me, that waiting, that not knowing that is weighing on you so heavy and eating you alive, Nicole. There has to be a decision, even if it's okay, we'll still take it slow, but let's not take it backward anymore. Okay, there has to be a decision, or you're going to implode. Like, seriously, this is not healthy for you. Okay, not healthy for you. So I want to see what is going on in his mind. And Nicole says, and I forgot to tell you, he is no longer living in Vienna. He is in Barcelona now. So it's also the distance. That's the see you when I see you. I'm so sorry, honey. Let's see. Barcelona. What is he thinking about you and the relationship? All right. I've got, first off, bracketing the whole thing. I've got the Two of Swords, which is, this is a card to me right now that's like, I want it my way. I feel, yeah, la 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 la, I'm not listening. I'm not listening. And even though you feel like he's opened up to you more, he's opened up about the very inconsequential things. And he is not letting you through. It's like, you shall not pass. It's a total, you're not getting past this. You're not getting past my defenses. You're not getting past my armor and my swords. You're not getting into that deep emotional well. The water back there, that's his emotion. He's guarding his emotions so strongly that the communications that you are having with him are pretty shallow. I hate to say it like that, but that's very, very strong here. And then bracketing on the other side, I've got the Nine of Coins in reverse. He is so afraid that if he goes any deeper with you, that you will become another needy woman. He equates emotion with need. And even though you've proven time and time again that you are not a needy woman, that you are a strong, independent woman, he is quite sure that if he lets you past these defenses into the depths of his emotion, that you'll get all needy and clingy and grr and arg, right? So I do feel that he is unfavorably comparing you to his wife sometimes. Not his wife, his ex-wife, excuse me. I always forget the word ex. He's unfavorably comparing you to her. Um, and not with anything that you do, but with this fear of that emotional involvement, that you will become lazy. I don't like to speak bad about somebody I know, but he sees her as lazy and doesn't do anything for herself. It's almost as if, like the Nine of Coins and the Empress, they're very closely tied, and it's almost as if it is as if he feels he gives you an inch, you become just like her. I'm really seeing that. That's what he's feeling. He wants to speak to you. I got the Page of Wands here. He wants to have that communication. He wants to be able, because usually wands mean action, but it really does look like this little guy speaking into a mic or singing karaoke. It's very public speaking card to me. He wants to be public with it. He wants to be public with this relationship, but it's also new to him and he has so many fears. He does not know how. And he is worried about how she'll react. He is hopeful, very, very hopeful. And he does care about you a great deal, but he is so set. So this is almost like he's in stone, like got the stone chair and everything's so rigid. He does care for you. He cares for you deeply. He sees you as a hope for his future, but he's terrified. So, from what we were talking about earlier, if there's anyway, you can. I know that you have not wanted to egg him on or push him away by saying, "This is what I need." You have been amazing with him, but it's time to put your foot down. She says, "Is there advice on how I should act?" Right now, it's from when we were reading earlier. You don't have to be bitchy about it, but you do have to say, "We need to talk. And if we can't talk, I can't continue." And that great big fear that will come over you for the second half of that question, don't let it stop you, because this is a, not this, he does love you, Nicole. He loves you. He's just afraid of that. And he's still got a long, it's gonna go slow if it's gonna go forward. You have to accept that. But you can't be afraid to say, "We need to talk." And you know he's gonna be like, "Oh gosh, now what is it?" Or that's never a good sign. You know how that goes. But you've got to be able to say it, and you've got to be able to follow up with, "Or we cannot continue." How he reacts will have a lot to do with your decision. Do it calmly, do it with love. Don't, I can't see you be bitchy. Well, yeah, I guess I could. I could see you throwing something at his head. Don't do that. Gently and without coming across as an attack. Let him know. And she says, "I will do talk to him when we meet next." Yes. And if he walks out that door after you've said that last part, "Or we cannot go on," it will eat him alive. He will be back, but I want you to really do those. She says, "I go to Barcelona 25 to 28th of January." Fantastic. That gives you some really good time to sit down and see everything clearly. And I don't want you to just look at the bad. I want you to look at why you're with him, the good, the things that you love about him. Okay? I want you to look at all of it, and that will give you a foundation for the decision you can make on his reaction. But that decision has to have that solid foundation, or you will always wonder. Okay? All right. I do hope that helps. Please keep me posted. I truly, truly love you. And thank you so, so very much for that beautiful donation and helping out St. Jude's Children's Hospital too. And Nicole says, that's why I needed this reading from you before I go there. Oh, I'm so glad I'm here for you. Anytime, girlfriend, anytime. You know where to find me. Okay? All right. So, wow. Like, this is going fast. We are already to the lightning round, you guys. This is like the funnest part of the show, but the hardest part of the show. For the next 3 minutes, you get to type in as many yes, no questions as your fingers can type. And if you're typing 112 words a minute, now is the time you can ask as many questions as you want. The only caveat here is they have to be yes, no questions. It cannot be who, when, where, why, what. It has to be yes or no. And the only thing I'm allowed to say is yes, no, or maybe undetermined type of thing. You get to watch my head explode when I have too much information and I want to say so much more. I'm not even allowed to show y'all the cards, but we get to do the yes, no, and it's exciting. So start typing those questions in. And right now we go. The timer's on. Love says, will I like this new class? No. Nicole, will my younger daughter get a piercing in June? Yes. Emma Rose, is Dean secretly in love with someone? No. Son of Squirrel, would I get my jealousy under wraps? Yes. Cherry, Delicia, will Raphael and I reconcile by the spring? No. Son of Squirrel, will I get tattoos this year? Yes. Love, should I sell the smoky quartz crystals I just bought? No. No. Julia, sorry. Julia says, should I go back down south? Yes. Nicole, will my older daughter Lena stick with her boyfriend? Oh, no. No. Debbie, will I move in 2024? No. Emma, is my mother proud of me for having a successful TikTok live streaming career? Oh, I'm sorry, honey. No. Sherry, Delicia, will Raphael move in with me? Yes. Then we got Julia. Well, I passed my real estate test on the first try. Yes. Oh gosh, it's so hard. Sometimes I'm like, I want to show you these cards. Love, will the new idea work out for the attunement? Yes. Debbie, will I meet a new love? I'm sorry, honey, no. Nicole, will my trip to New York with my daughter Lena be nice? Yes. Emma Rose, will Lowe's find the love of her life? No. Debbie, will I be accepted to 2 online computer courses? Yes. Julia, is the guy I'm with now good for me? Yes. Nicole, will I get more money this year? No. Debbie, will I move away? Undetermined. Amanda, is my marriage going to be okay? Yes. So much more. Son of Squirrel, is my mom proud of me? So flipping. Oh, yes. I'm only allowed to say yes, no, or maybe. Debbie, should I go back to school? Undetermined. And I would like to ask if we will have a romantic relationship with John this year. Yes. Amanda, also, is my son going to be an officer? Ooh, oh, yes. Sherry, Delicia, have I been the only woman on Raphael's mind? I'm sorry, Sherry. No. Oh, so there's so much that it's so hard to do that, you guys. Thank you so much for playing the game with me. And it's probably hard for you guys too. Just remember, A yes can be changed to a no can be changed to a yes, and an undetermined is usually something that you are or aren't doing to make something happen. So if you ever want to dive deeper, you know that donation button is rolling in there. Or if you haven't already gotten your free question asked, follow up. And all right, wow, we already have an emoji contest winner. Love, congratulations, you are the contest winner. Wow. Let me grab my human spirit oracle. It's like, didn't we just have it? And she says, ha, thank you. My fingers and arm hurt, but well worth it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you were on it, weren't you? You guys, thank you all for playing that great emoji contest. We absolutely love it. And we have a lot of fun with it. So let's see. What does the universe want love to know right now? This is the only time you'll see me doing a general on a live is when I'm playing a game. But I think this is a pretty important one. Let's see. Love. All right. You've been getting some ugly attention. I got a what comes around goes around. And you got to remember this. I think it slipped your mind. It's in the reverse. So these people who are being less than friendly to you, I almost said a really bad word. Um, they're rude and they're ugly and they're not only saying things that are hurting your feelings, but they're doing things. And you've got to remember what comes around goes around. And not to listen to them, not to hear that, not to let that. I think that was your question. That not how to not let that affect you. Part of it is what comes around goes around. I know I've said that 7 times, but and then I've got count your chickens, and I'm not seeing this as in make sure everything, all your ducks are in a row or whatever it is about chickens. I'm not seeing it that way. Counting your chickens in this is really see who's playing part in this bullshit of hurting you and tearing you down. I'm seeing you getting so torn down. She says, yes, and they do it on purpose to get to me. It's mean, honey. And that's not cool. So, this counts your chickens. If you look at her, look how mean her face is. That is not a nice person. And that chicken's sitting on her head. It's like, why is this chicken sticking around this person who is probably going to eat the eggs? I know that sounds really weird, but why are you still letting these people into your world? They are tearing you down. They are hurting you. It is very difficult to let people go, especially family members. But sometimes you've got to either let them go or shut them out so completely that they can no longer touch you. There are some you don't have to let go. There are some you can have an eye to eye with. Look, count those chickens. See who is really being a dick and who is just following along to be part of the flock, right? And those people that you want to keep in your world, those people that have a value to you and don't take away your value, and love says yes. Those people, you have a face-to-face, eye-to-eye talk. And when you do that, I got third eye blind, and it's in the reverse. Your third eye has been so completely shut that you feel cut off from the universe. It's these people's negativity that is doing to this to you. When you can speak to the ones you want to keep and cut out the ones you don't, if they're family, just cut them out mentally. Just don't let anything they do, don't let them see anything they do affects you. And that third eye will blow wide open and you will be connected to the universe again. It's killing you, honey. It's killing you. She says, I'm going to buy a ginger dress, rub up against all the windowsills. You do that. Any way possible of not showing, because if you're showing it, they're doing it more. So any way possible, love, to cut them out or to talk to them and say, you are hurting me. Because a lot of times we don't call people out when they're assholes to us, excuse my language, y'all. And when we don't call them out, they think it's okay. And she says, wow, yes, it got me feeling up, down. Yes, yes. Call them out. Because when you call a bad word out and tell them, hey, and they're like, oh, she noticed. Right now, they don't think you're smart enough to know. Let them know you are. I hope that helps. I want to see that third eye just go, wow, take up the whole forehead. She says, I don't call folks out till I get really angry, then I shock them. When you do it in a really calm voice, it shocks them more. Trust me. Okay? Try it real calm. So with that, I'm going to eat your face smile because I know what you're doing. Okay? Do it. Try it. Try it, love. And I really, really hope that helps. All right, you guys. Wow. Uh, We have, I just need a heads up. Okay, the show is over. Guys, that was phenomenal. Thank you so much for choosing to spend an entire hour with me on your evening. That makes me feel so good. And you guys know I love being with you. Don't forget, we have Into the Shadows of Dreams tonight at midnight with Journey Ryan and Kay, the Intuitive Empath. Do not miss that show. Bring your crazy dreams, bring your questions about dreams. It is amazing. And then tomorrow night, we got Cassidy the Card Slinger at 10 p.m. Mwah! We love her. Thank you for spending time with us at My Psychic Connection. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see y'all in about an hour. Mwah! Bye.